everyone, my name is Chris, welcome back. This is going to be part 3 of the series looking at my electric blowback AR variant M4 rifles from Tokyo Marui. You can check out part 1 if you click over here, and part 2 just there. I'll title the video SOPMOD because that's the rifle that most people are familiar with, but all the ones I own are actually the SOCOM variant, which is exactly the same in almost every respect, certainly internally, except they are wired to take a battery in the front end rather than storing it in the stock standard battery, standard connectors, rather than the proprietary quick release system that TM came up with. I recommend, if you're looking at one of these guns, I recommend the SOCOM personally. This is the first gun I built using this base type weapon after I'd switched to LiPo batteries, so that meant I had a lot less constraints in terms of what handguard I could use. There was one small one in that I needed to preferably be able to remove the lower quadrant of the rail system here. Other than that, wasn't limited to needing a handguard with a large internal space in order to store an NICD or a NIMH battery. But we'll go into that in a bit, and we'll start at the buttstock end and we'll work forward. So first off, PTS ACS stock. This is a sort of much the larger stock that Magpul ever did. Got a storage compartment in there. I just keep a little QD sling swivel and some bubble wrap to stop it bouncing around. You can fit CR123s, well I won't remove them just now because it's a bit awkward. You've got watertight or water resistant at least compartments down each side of the stock for fitting spare batteries, and of course the reliable and well loved locking system on the front there. Really nice, extremely robust, solid stock. Standard buffer tube, standard recoil system parts. Back here we've got the ever important PTS ASAP. Takes a bit of modding to fit to these TM rifles, but if you buy the GBB version and Dremel out the insides of it a bit, then you can fit these on, and really sort of an upgrade that I always do to my guns. You really, especially if you want a one-point sling, but really any sling setup, this is the way to go, because when you want to switch shoulders, it gives you that ability. A bit easier to demonstrate actually. Collapse the stock. Essentially, if you imagine your slings hanging down around here, if it was fixed on one side of the gun, then when you switch shoulders, it's going to be sort of caught up on either side of the rifle. But with the ASAP, it allows it to rotate underneath the buffer tube there. The receiver is a standard gearbox. All the internal parts in this area, just standard, and that's the way I think these guns should be left personally. Standard stock trigger guard. The grip is the Magpul BTS MOE. Again, as with all the others, metal upgrade base plate, you're going to need that if you want the gun to actually work. Run the gun with these PTS 120 round mid caps. Keep the Magpul a bit further up, just as an extra grip aid. You don't want to be holding your magazines down there because it's a lot more fiddly to actually insert them compared to holding it correctly like so. Backup iron sights are G&P replicas of the Troy US. Really solid sights. They click into place with a really nice, satisfying little noise there. And they stay down or up, wherever you want them, they will stay there. Just got a little Aimpoint T1 replica on this. It's a DITAC replica, one of the newer Knights Armament Company mounts, quick release. Funky looking, but I like it. The handguard, this is a King Arms 10-inch version of the Troy MRF quad rail. I'll probably be swapping this out for more of a slim handguard at some point in the future, but it does do the job very nicely. If you look just here, that silver detent, you depress it, this lower quadrant of the rail removes, and you can get to your battery storage space. As long as you run a nunchuck LiPo, nice thin, about 1100 mAh, you'll be able to fit a battery in there no problem. Magpul Industries real steel AFG1, it's the older version with these sort of wing portions here. No rail covers on it at the moment. I did previously, but they make the grip really much too wide, and if you want to get a thumb brake style grip, it's going to vary. Some people like to put their thumb way up here, some down here. Everyone's different. But either way, I think the best thing to do is either no rail covers or just put the ladder covers by PTS or Magpul, just to keep it as thin as possible. It just makes the grip far more comfortable. Barrel itself is a Dytac 12-inch outer barrel with an appropriate length of mandible type bore on the inside of it. Makes a really nice sort of intermediate, it's between a 10.5 inch and a 14.5 inch carbine. It's a good sort of a middle ground between a CQB gun and a woodland gun. Really versatile weapon. You can pretty much take this wherever you want and it's going to work well for you. Quite actually a lightweight handguard considering the size of it. It's not too front heavy as you might expect it to be. Flash eliminator at the end here. This is the G&P replica of the Nice Armament Company triple tap brake. Just looks quite cool, I think, on the end of the barrel there. And that is everything, guys. So thank you for watching. Thanks for all those subs and the thumbs up, etc. I'll see you next time.